So yes, we are here to talk about developer experience, what it's like to build on Sui. We have some OGs, some people who've been building some serious applications on Sui to share their thoughts. And I'd like to start off by doing some introductions. So tell us a little bit about your background. You know, what are you building on Sui? What brought you here? And we'll start with Kklas.
So my name is Kklas, aka Kklas. Some of you, if you know me from Twitter, it's probably not for the right reasons. I'm a founder of Kuna Labs. We've been building on Sui for a really long time now, since even the first testnet was launched. Before that, I was building some stuff on Solana, and before that, I worked at Facebook. Actually, fun fact, me and Ashok worked at the same building in London for 2 years, never met there. But I think it's highly likely that at some point we were in the same elevator together or something.
I always took the stairs. I never trusted the elevators there. But
I took us stairs a few times, so there's a chance we met there as well.
Very likely, yeah. Yeah, small world for sure. Ripleys.
My Discord handle is Ripleys. I work at Suilend, lending protocol on Sui. We just launched a bit over a month ago. Before that, our sister project is Suilend on Solana, so I write the smart contracts for both. Most of my full-time career has been in Web3, I guess. Before that, I used to work on high-frequency trading systems, but crypto is more fun.
Awesome. And Kris.
Hey guys, I'm Kris. I'm the founder and CEO of Scallop. And about myself, I was a full-stack developer before, and after it, I became a cybersecurity guy. And I dive into crypto since 2017 as a Ethereum miner, and now I'm building on Sui. And previously we also built on other chains, but most of our people know us is on Sui. Yeah. And what we build in Scallop is the next generation money market for Sui, and currently we are the biggest TVL lending environment on Sui. And yeah, we're very exciting to just have chance to also talk with other OGs builder, especially like we know Suilend is very OG protocol where we build on other chains, and also Kklas those are very just core contributor in a whole ecosystem, including like MetaMask Snap and including like Kai Finance. So yeah, it's an honor to see you guys. Yeah, and thank you for hosting this.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm Ashok. So I work on developer experience at Mysten Labs. Like Kklas mentioned, before that I was at Facebook doing something very similar, but for developers at Facebook. But Mysten is my first foray into Web3 and this space. So thanks for being very welcoming. This session needs to be interactive. So I know all of you've had lunch, you're sitting there kind of chilled out. But we need questions from all of you. I mean, if we don't have questions, I have plenty to ask, but it'll work best if we get your thoughts. You know, what do you want to know about the experience of building on Sui? So I wanted to start off by actually getting a feel for this audience, and we'll start off by just raising hands. Who programs here? Excellent. Who program? No, keep the hands up. Don't worry. Who has programmed on a blockchain? Keep your hands up if you programmed on a blockchain. And what about on Sui? So written any move code with the intention of putting on Sui, and then published it to testnet, to mainnet. Okay. So keep the hands up if you published to mainnet. Very good. So the way we're going to do this is no, keep the hands up. Mysten Labs folks, you can put your hands down. Sam, you can definitely put your hand down. But if you've done that, I think I see a hand behind Demir, who you can so you're going to be our guinea pig for asking a question. So you'll show us how to ask the question. We should have some mics around. So if you have a question, if you stick your hand up, someone will come to you with a mic. I will notice, and we'll make sure that question gets answered. So your question to this panel is going to be, tabs or spaces. So let's demo this. Or if you have a question, go for it. But could we have a microphone over to the gentleman there?
I guess I do have a more serious question, but I am also wondering tabs or spaces.
We'll do both. What's your more serious question as well?
Oh, my actual question is, in ETH, right? So in Sui, most of the DeFi TVL, right, it's on Navi, Scallop, and now Suilend, all their lending protocols. And I'm just wondering if on ETH there's a protocol that's been gaining a lot of traction recently called Morpho. They're a peer-to-peer lending optimizer. Basically, you can lower the borrow supply spread by having like a peer-to-peer layer that then goes down into the either Compound or Aave, to narrow that in case the liquidity on the peer-to-peer layer runs out. I'm wondering if there's any plans on building something like that on Sui.
Okay. So we've got a very important question about tabs and spaces, and then something about DeFi. So I'll go the other way. So Kris, do you want to share your thoughts and which you prefer, tabs or spaces?
Is his question why we build lending and borrowing, or like what's the difference between us?
I think it's useful to go into what the difference is between what Morpho is and what is already exists on Sui, but also if there's any intention to build something similar as well.
I see. Just first of all, I think lending and borrowing is a very important infrastructure on a layer 1 blockchain, or no matter layer 2. So only having one isn't a good risk management strategy. So we just also we met for a long time, right? Just and then every chance they have several different lending and borrowing and several different risk management models. Some of them can have a more aggressive leverage. Some of them cannot. So I think it's very healthy. It's it's very it's a good thing to just make these users have more choice, no matter the UI, risk management, or leverage stuff. And first, on Scallop, while we emphasize our high composability, transparency, and high risk management, and comprehensive support for users. So what's our advantage? Including we are the only one, also same as Compound V3, fully divided lending assets and collateral assets. And then we also ban if you adding collateral as USDC, and you cannot borrow out USDC. We are a very anti-loop lending and borrowing protocol. So we are very, personally, I think we are very proud of our risk management strategy. And just we also have like linear interest model, and I want to shout out to Suilend. Only us are using linear interest rate model in over collateral lending and borrowing. So I think it's really cool. And we are also very proud of our we are open source, and we are just have a bug bounty. And it's just I think I already say a lot.
But importantly, tabs or spaces. Let's answer the real questions here. Tabs or spaces. When you write your code, do you use tabs or do you use spaces?
I think just I copy and paste from ChatGPT.
That's the best answer. Very good. Very good.
Wait, what was the question? Tabs or spaces?
And then also the question about Morpho.
Okay. Well, I'll say spaces. And then for Morpho, well, we don't have any current plans of building something like that. But if someone were to, in theory, it'd be pretty easy. Peer-to-peer lending, I think it's a cool concept. It never really took off on Solana, which is just like one of many blockchains. Maybe there are specific reasons why. But nothing's stopping anyone from building it.
I mean, tabs. Is there any other way? For lending stuff, I don't know. Like, these guys are the experts.
Very good. That's my position as well. Don't ask me about lending. But you can tell tabs, spaces, ChatGPT. We've got some variety here, so there should be some good debate. Keep the questions coming. I'll keep my eyes open. Oh, got one question here.
Small question, because I think all of you three have worked on Solana before, if I'm not mistaken. Even Scallop did a few things before. My question globally would be like, what differences you see between developing on Solana and building on Sui, and maybe what are the advantages of Sui? Because I've heard like some good feedbacks about them, but maybe you can go into a bit more specific on why you love it, and was it easier to build on Sui than it was on Solana, because Solana can be quite hard. So
Perfect. Who wants to start?
I guess I can start. So I guess I started building Web3 stuff on Solana, and Solana is very flexible, but it kind of feels like you're programming on like an embedded system or an operating system. It's like you're working directly with bytes. You're worried about like stack size. You're worried about how much memory you use, stuff like that. Versus things are a bit more abstracted out on Sui. Type safety is a lot better for sure. So just building stuff, like my development speed on Sui is just a lot faster. Like it took me, I want to say like 4 weeks to get the Suilend like V1 out for audit, and which was like there was no critical issues found, which I could not say I could do in Solana. If I tried that in Solana in a month, there would be like 7 critical issues. It's just like very easy to make a bug. Yeah, I'll leave it there.
Yeah, I actually wrote a whole article on this. It's 12,000 words on Medium. It's called a smart contract development move versus Rust. So you might want to check that out. But in short, I think in essence, the biggest difference is that Move is really a programming language built for programming digital assets. And I think that's a new type of programming that we haven't seen anywhere else. Like it's totally different from back-end coding, front-end coding, embedded coding. So Move really is designed to tackle that problem natively. And the result that you get is that it gives this very natural programming model that's easy. It makes it easy to think about assets. So the main difference as a developer is that there's a lot less mental overhead when you're thinking about the safety of your smart contracts. I think that's the biggest one. And then like it removes a bunch of the edge cases where safety is an issue, like a bunch of safety issues that are possible on Solana and other chains, especially on Ethereum, are just not possible by construction on Move. So it's much safer. So it's easier to develop with it. You have faster development times, and you have much less mental overhead. You will end up with safer code.
Yeah. For my feedback is we can even add in like EVM or like some other Rust-based blockchain, and then a Move and even different type of Move. And yeah, forget about Solidity. So if I already when I studied about how to no matter any DeFi's design, yeah, I will dig into their escrow program for each smart contract, yeah, and then just I already fork offline and then see, including Solana, the original Solana escrow program, and using Solana Anchor framework to have an escrow program, and then maybe other deal Move smart contract and of escrow, and also Sui Move escrow program, and it's very obvious that if you only see the length of the code or how many just files you need, or just it's also Sui Move is the most clear and the shortest. You can focusing on the logic. You don't need to check like authority, like is a fake account or whatever. Yeah, it's really saving our time. And then just I really just also very like the security of Sui, yeah, just from the type, from the bytecode, you don't need to worry about it, yeah. So yeah, I think just it's also not fair to say that they are bad, because just I think Sui is just a new generation product. Just like if there's no like more old blockchain, this won't have inspire Sui. There's so many innovations, yeah. So yeah, that's my feedback, yeah.
Absolutely, and actually on the escrow example, if you want to have a look in the docs, there's actually an end-to-end example. Shout out to Manos, you can wave your wave your hand. Manos wrote the front end for this. So if you go to docs.sui.io, go to the guides, trading app, you can see a full escrow example with move code, with an indexer, with a front end, and like fork it and try it out yourself. Cool. So we saw, if you've been in the builder stage since this morning, we saw like a bunch of new features that we've already made a start on, GraphQL, Move 2024. We have a bunch more coming down the pipe, like closed loop tokens, the Move package registry, the native bridge. What has you particularly excited from our developer tooling offerings?
I want to just answer first because I want to especially emphasize a programmable transaction block. We think it's a very one of the most innovation features on Sui network. Previously on Solana, transaction is a combine of multi-instruction. Yeah, that is very innovative and you can do many things and yeah, very good. But on Sui, just like I say, it's a next generation solution. They share that you can update every object in one programmable transaction block you can have history most complex transaction block ever. Just it can have many complex logic inside it. So and we also Scallop also built a UI tool for that you can maybe, for example, send multi assets to multi receiver or like do multi swap in one programmable transaction block. So yeah, that's why I want to answer this question first. Yeah, PTB is my favorite, and I'm very excited to see what other protocol can also like have some cool idea to combine this with Sui PTBs and have very cool, user experience. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely the mix of the safety plus the dynamism plus the atomicity is a game changer for sure.
For me, I think I'm most excited about the package registry. In general, improvements around the tool chain, automated address management, and all the things that can be built on top of that. For example, I want to be able to publish my package on multiple environments, or let's say publish the same package on mainnet under different addresses and have this be managed automatically. This would be like make it much easier to do end-to-end testing. Also, on-chain dependencies have been a bit of a pain point for a while. So in general, mostly for me is like these new improvements on the toolchain side.
And kind of subtle plug there, because Kklas is also working on the on-chain dependency, so external contributions very welcome.
The reason I'm working on it is because I feel it's important, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
For me, I guess two things. Move 2024 will be pretty nice. I'm tired of not having method syntax, I guess. So that'll be nice to refactor my code. And then the GraphQL stuff, I think, is very exciting. Like we have a lot of code that like fetches objects and then does some like very basic transformations on them. Oftentimes we don't need all the data we fetch for a specific object, so it'd be nice to push all of that to like a different service, save us a lot of time.
Cool, okay. And thinking about other ecosystems, so not necessarily Web3, but any ecosystem, what's a tool that you've used in the past, a developer tool, that you found is really great and you wish more ecosystems, including Sui, had that tool?
To be honest, for me, I think like Sui is becoming the benchmark for DevX. So I'm rather than comparing other developer platforms with Sui, I'm doing the other way around. I think like pound for pound, Sui is the like DevX champion. From other environments, I think the next one I'd liked as a development platform was AWS, but I think that's just mostly because it's so mature and has all the different systems that you can play with. It just feels like a huge sandbox, and I feel like we will get there with Sui, hopefully sooner rather than later.
Absolutely.
Tool that's really great. This one's kind of hard. Like immediate one that comes to mind is just like ChatGPT, but I don't really know how Sui can learn from ChatGPT.
No, I think there's plenty of opportunity to innovate using LLMs and things like that in the development space. So I think that's definitely a worthwhile shout out.
My quick reply is also about AI stuff, and I know I saw this Sui developers group. Somebody already built a Sui Move GPT layer, and sometimes if I have some like a random question, I will just throw it there, and I think just. Yeah, Sui already have one of the best. For me, it's the best. The developer experience, including documentations, including many workshop and open source code. And that's why we also open source our code. And also, I think I don't have any such suggestion for the I think current one is pretty good. Yeah, and maybe combined with more like AI stuff. That's why just also. Building on Sui moves, that's good because you can focus on the logic, and then like some tools to help you, like for example AI, and you can only do some like extra security check. No need to just like add so many security check code generated by AI. So I think the important things, the order is. You should make sure you can focus on logic, and then you can use some like sub tools to help you to speed up your process or design. Yeah.
Very cool. Yes. So AI is the future. I mentioned a couple of the things that we are planning on investing on. What are the things that aren't on that list yet that you'd like to see either Mysten or the community at large invest in more when it comes to the developer experience?
I think for me, specifically with Suilend, since it's DeFi, there are a bunch of cases that are very hard to write unit tests for, but kind of get caught either through fuzzing or like the verifier. I think it would be really good if we invested in those tools.
Yeah, I agree with this. Improvements on unit tests would be very welcome. I think it's a bit cumbersome to test sometimes, especially if you have lots of integrations. So seeing like a tool where you can launch a local net and then shadow transactions from the mainnet and like be able to like modify state the way you want, this would be really interesting. Another thing that I feel like Sui is really missing is analytics. So OLAP, like something similar to Dune. I know Space and Time has some solutions and there's other solutions around. But I feel like I'd love to see a lot more investment here because it's really important. And Sui has this really great object model where you can extract a lot of info about the on-chain state directly. So I think this type of tools will be very powerful on Sui.
I also heard from my developers and CTOs feedback that unit test is one of the things that for like we are doing some auditing with a security front, and then we need to spend a lot of time to write a unit test code. So it's just a problem that we can improve. And other things I think is also about security. I think security is only about how much you invest. The cap of the security level is limited. Some of our it's also Alpha League about Scallop, how we take care about security is we are treating with the best the CTF challenge. I mean. The background teams that doing they are the best red team in the world, and we are going to collab with them to doing a 1 to 2 red team test for Scallop. Nowadays security just is very important issues. There's even some national levels hackers try to steal your money or scan your users money, or like no matter like hijack your website, just like the traditional attack, social engineering stuff. So I think. Auditing your smart contract is not enough. Although Sui Move already just help you a lot. Yes, we can invest more in this in security. Like what do we do is like maybe some bug bounty and then some red team tests.
Very cool. Yes. So testing and security. On that front, actually, source attestations is something that we've been looking into. So being able to show that your package has been audited on chain, so that you can identify what is a trusted or an untrusted package. So this is definitely stuff that's on our roadmap. But we're at time. Amazingly, that flew by. So I wanted to give you a chance to give a quick round of applause to our panelists, and thank you all for your questions as well.